In the Los Angeles writers' room, the writing staff begins brainstorming concepts for upcoming episodes.
319.
Well, yes, let's drop back and talk about Sawyer for a second. Sawyer is apprehended, and they throw him into a well. And there's two guys down there, one of whom is Cooper, and the other of whom is a guy that looks familiar to us, but we can't quite put our finger on, but he's Australian. This is Malkin, the psychic. And Sawyer's jumping off point is as he looks at Malkin and goes, "Where do I know you from?" And Malkin's like, "What are you talking, say, what are you talking about?"
What are you talking about?
Yeah. And whether you remember him from Claire's flashback or not is completely irrelevant. It's never going to come up in this story.
Yeah. It's a viable construct. And as I said, I think if we wrap it around some meaningful information so that the audience does feel some satisfaction, I think it's cool.
Mr. Michael Emerson. Yes. Michael Emerson, everybody, for the day.
Okay.
The day is just beginning for most of the crew, but Michael Emerson has already completed his day's work. He will return tomorrow to begin filming episode 17.
We're on the move to Capillet, location number 2 today.
So the first step in a company move is to change your footwear from your boots to your slippers.
And today we got a new script, better known as the network draft. We have a production meeting and tone meeting coming up in 2 hours. We'll break it down, and then we'll try to schedule it.
I'm on the H1 West, making our way to you, so I just wanted to call, see if it was raining at location number 2.
Just reading the latest draft, 317, which just came out this morning. In a couple hours, we will go into a production meeting where we will talk about the fine points involved in the execution of the script and, the last bits of preparation before we go to camera tomorrow morning.
At the Los Angeles mixing stage, Raouf Glasgow and team race to complete episode 11 before an afternoon screening with executive producer Brian Burke.
I would see this cat looking for scraps.
Okay, but too loud.
A little cat meow or purring is good, but not too much.
Looking for scraps. One day.
Well, first thing I want to do is get over to the set to make sure that Jack Bender, the director, executive producer, is happy with the way it turned out. Make sure that all the pieces are coming together for us. So, all right, let's brave the rain. Here we go.
Though it's a daunting task to move the entire production to a second location during the course of the day, the Lost team is used to the frenzied pace, which frequently involves 2 completely separate crews shooting in multiple locations around the island of Oahu.
And pull up to the guard booth and I'll cut.
Mitchell carrying your chair. What are you doing? I'm carrying my chair.
Hey, Don, you got the keys, man?
The hair and makeup team works closely with the actors to maintain continuity as they prepare for the next scene.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is also not the same day, so it could be...
It's more or less. Damn close.
So now we're done with the daily dubs. We're going to go ahead and pass them out to our executives.
Okay, it's a 3-year-old kid.
And also, do we need to clarify that
Generally, we try to get these dailies out before 1 o'clock, which we're just on time. Giving this to Damon. Gave it to his assistant.
As deadlines approach, visual effects coordinator Jay Worth identifies shots in episode 14 that will need visual effects work.
We have a variety of actually different types of shots in this episode, everything from green screen elements to matte paintings, etc. The edit's still in flux a little bit, so we're just selecting the visual effects that we are confident aren't going to be changing.
Back in Hawaii, episode 17 director Stephen Williams, along with first assistant director Richard Schroer and co-executive producer Gene Higgins, are discussing last-minute details about the forthcoming episode.
Where's the gang? Did you tell him?
I am. Look at his face. He's happy.
It's good, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
You're like, they're getting off. They're really going to do it. Ready for some lunch?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to shoot a big master, 2-camera master of like 3 scenes all at once, all with timed elements, gates opening, security cameras stopping, vans pulling in, actors approaching. It's going to be awesome.
First up will be Tyrone over the car.
Okay, Jack, you want to see a complete rehearsal?
Yeah.
Okay. Another rehearsal, guys. Thank you.
Back at the production office, First Assistant Director Richard Schroer and Prop Master Rob Kiker discuss a detail in the next episode in which an arrow must be embedded in Charlie's guitar.
In my opinion, I find it silly that it went all the way through.
Right.
I think that it would be better if it was just like that or like that. Hey, quick question. Is the trajectory of the arrow, is it coming down or is it coming straight at him?
It's about on.
Okay, great. That's what I need to know.
Thanks, Rob.
So now we'll go see instruction coordinator, Chris. Here's the thing. I need the guitar, having had the arrow gone through it, it works on Friday. So...
Across town in Honolulu, crews continue to transform a Hawaiian home for tomorrow's shoot.
This is going to become a Scottish row home. We're doing a flashback for the character Desmond. We liked the older style of the house, so that's why we chose the house. What makes it become more British or Scottish would be wallpaper. So we're adding wallpaper that we'll remove after we shoot it tomorrow.
Costume designer Roland Sanchez is constantly on the lookout for the right lost wardrobe items and must consider multiple upcoming episodes on each shopping trip.
There was a great suit in there for Korea for the next episode. It's all blue screen, so we can have no blue, which is a little bit of a hindrance, but it's okay. You sort of work around it. So there's going to be a lot of beige and a lot of a lot of green, and maybe some red.
So let's go back in the room.
Yeah.
Back in the Los Angeles offices, writers are constructing the perfect cliffhanger ending for the season finale.
So now that we have discussed the top secret ending of season 3, I thought it might be cool if we actually shot the scene here in LA and where Jack and Kate meet is at LAX. Like, that's where they got there. That's Oceanic should have landed. And we do it with like the most skeleton crew we possibly can.
What we should actually do is we should shoot a fake secret. Yeah, the last thing we want is this to slow down.
Okay.
Back on location, cameras are about to roll on the second of today's 2 location shoots.
Let it go. All right, stand by. Tyrone, action will be for you, okay? Let's roll, please. Rolling. Action, Tyrone!
All right, let's fix this. Cut! I think we start here and we bring, here, back it up.
Okay, we want this end this way and the front end.
This is the line script that the script supervisor on the set provides, which may have a few notes from the director about what he would like to do.
Even while cameras are still rolling on episode 16, editor Mark Goldman is back in Los Angeles working on his first cut. He and director Jack Bender will have only a few days after production wraps to finalize the episode. At the same time, 2 additional editors are working on 2 other episodes that have already completed production.
It's okay, you tried.
My name is Mikhail Bakunin, and I'm the last living member of the Dharma Initiative.
With the air date fast approaching, Brian Burke has arrived at the mixing stage and is reviewing the effects, music, and final audio the team has assembled for episode 11.
Let's keep playing just so you see the cat.
We should go. If anyone's around, this explosion's going to attract their attention.
Can I see it without the cat? Let me just name it.
Back in the Hawaiian production offices, key department heads have gathered for the final production meeting before shooting episode 17.
Of course, he's got his guitar on his shoulder there, Rob. The arrow hits Charlie's neck, so we'll have blood, so we'll need a couple of the overshirts on that.
And then how many Charlie shirts do you want?
6 or 7. No, I'm serious, because we have to do it once for the preamble, and for the teaser, and then we have to do it again.
But on the day, not to get ahead of ourselves, he gets hit with the arrow, or the guitar gets hit with the arrow somewhere that we don't see, and in scene 27, which we're going to start on the next couple days here.
No, tomorrow afternoon.
So,
some of the stuff that we worked on earlier today has been bumped up, so really not that big of a deal. We just have to get the guitar and the arrow established and get all that stuff dialed in because it'll work tomorrow. Easy.